What's up, my friends? It's Edward Tomaloso, your Honda man, internet sales manager here at Honda of Santa Maria, and I will be doing a review on this 2016 Honda HR-V EXL with navigation. But before we start, you might as well hit the subscribe button right now, because I promise it'll be worth it, and you'll see all the next videos that I come up with. Some of them will be on the HR-V, and some of them will be on possibly, and actually over 99% sure, maybe 100% sure, I'm probably going to do a video on the 2016 Honda Civic. I'm so stoked for that to come out, and future Honda videos. But anyway, here's the 2016 Honda HR-V. So the one we have today is the EXL Navigation, and this one is in the color Mulberry Metallic. Super nice color, looks black right off the bat, but once the sun hits it, you do notice it does have this cool purple flake to it. It's so rich. So I'm really excited for this color. It's a new model, new color, super exciting. Under the hood, the 2016 Honda HR-V is equipped with a 1.8 liter engine with 141 horsepower. It is paired with a CVT transmission. With the CVT transmission, you actually have a sport mode where you have paddle shifters and you can control up to 7 simulated gears. This one happens to be the all-wheel drive model, which means when it needs to, it can engage all 4 wheels, adding power to each individual one as needed. It's not all-time 4-wheel drive. It uses it if the tires start to slip. Going with the design of this car, immediately you will notice 17-inch alloy wheels. They are really bright and they pop, and then when you look past them, you will notice all-wheel disc brakes. Definitely gives you the stopping power. On the front end of this HR-V, you will notice piano black finish as well as chrome accents. You will also notice that this model does come equipped standard with fog lights. Since we have nothing to compare it to, you do have sculpted, a really sculpted front end. It did take cues from the CR-V and the Civic, and a little bit from the Honda Fit, especially with that piano black grille. You also have the honeycomb on the bottom, as well as the 5 bars in the front, right behind the license plate. Also equipped on this model, you do have a power moonroof, as well as roof rails, which allows you to equip this vehicle with crossbars. Across all Honda models, you will notice the ones with leather do typically come with those crossbars. The vehicle does have auto on-off headlights, as well as LED taillights. Moving once again to the side profile of this HR-V, you will notice this design. Honda really tried to make it a coupe-like feel. So the way they accomplished that with this 5-door is they hid the rear door handle up here in the top right corner. Well, this right, yeah. Okay, so that's how you open it. Really sleek, keeps it nice and clean on the rear door. And what you just heard with that beeping is the car letting me know that the key is in my pocket while it's running. So here it is. You have smart key entry. There it is there. Really quick, while I have this out, you do have a valet function. So you can lock your glove compartment using this key, and then you hand this to the valet driver, and they can drive the car, they can fill up the tank with gas, but they cannot get into the glove compartment. Pretty smooth. So this stays on your keychain, and this goes away. How I did that was, there is this latch right here. Just pull that back and this slides out. All right, back to the demonstration. So on the door handle, you do have a black button. When you push that black button, the car does lock up. So you just push it, walk away, you're good to go. If you stick your hand on the inside, there is a sensor there. Just as long as you're within 36 inches of the vehicle, it will sense it and it will unlock for you. Touch the passenger door, all the doors unlock. Touch the driver door, just the driver door unlocks. On the side here, you will notice there is a camera mounted on the right-hand side mirror there. What that does is it allows for the lane watch function. This comes on the EX trim levels and above on the HRV. Basically lets you see what's on your right hand side when you're trying to merge into the next lane when you have your turn signal on. Moving to the back of the HRV, you will notice the nice chrome badging. I like how my dealership puts chrome on the license plate frame. Really matches well, I must say. And then you have all-wheel drive badging as well as the HRV there. I did mention they are LED taillights, so that's super nice. I like how they completed the back. It's not overdone at all, but it still has a flasher style with this lip spoiler. Pretty cool. Right under the H emblem, there is a long button here, and when you push that, it will open up the hatch. And then right next to it, there's a smaller, kind of bumpy little round button. What that does is it will lock the vehicle. It's kind of a hidden thing. I have had customers not even know about that when they drive off in it. So keep that in mind. In terms of storage capabilities, there's plenty of room. And what Honda did while I'm back here, I'll just talk about the different modes. So you do have your cargo mode, which can fit a lot of belongings. I don't know the exact specification in terms of cubic feet, but it's a lot. And then it does have 60/40 split seats that do fold down flat. And then also with that same seat, it's known as magic seats. There is a tall mode as well. You can essentially lift up the seats so that you can have a lot of kind of tall space. So if there was a maybe plant that you can't lay down but you had to drive around and not worry about, you can stand it up and put it into the car in tall mode. One last mode that Honda did, which is really exciting and kind of refreshing to see something new, is what's known as rest mode. Essentially take the headrest off the driver or passenger seat and then fold that down, and then you can fold down the seat on the second row and it'll create a recliner, so you can just kick back your feet and relax, maybe even watch a movie on the HDMI high definition screen that is inside. Let's check out this second row. Wow, there's a ridiculous amount of space back here. This seat up front isn't pushed back too far, but I have an ample amount of space. Good amount of headroom. I am 5'8", so kind of give you a good idea of the space in here. Definitely comfortable. Ooh, and the back seat reclines just a little bit, so even to add a little bit more to that comfort factor. These headrests do move up and down. If you left them down, it would be a bit uncomfortable, but you can lift them, and it is very comfortable. Definitely generous door space in terms of the opening and getting out. Coming to the driver's seat, it is very premium in here. That's the first word that comes to my mind. Everything is soft touch. You have a soft touch armrest that does adjust. You have a leather wrapped steering wheel, a very nice information display. This is a 7-inch touchscreen. It does come equipped with an HDMI cable that you can plug in. This one again is the EXL with the navigation. So this display will show you your navigation, your phone, your info, audio, settings, gives you the whole works. This is where you'll also have your backup camera. Once you put the car in reverse, you will get 3 different modes. You'll get your normal mode, you will get a top-down view so you can get really close to the car behind you, and you'll have a fisheye wide-angle view. So you can see really far to the right and to the left, and it's a really crisp image that you get on that. Moving down, you do have a digital control for your air conditioning. Very nice. It's all touch. There is no physical buttons. The only physical buttons on this would be the on-off switch, eject for your CD player, as well as your dimmer, and push button start. Your steering wheel is very Honda, I have to say. You do have your display control right on your left hand. You also have your audio controls as well as your menu button there, cruise control, and your phone. One really nice thing with this touchscreen system, if you are an Apple user, you will have a button on the back where if you hold it, Siri comes up and you can go into call whoever or make reminders for yourself. So that's one advantage for the Apple products. But for the Android products, one advantage that Apple doesn't have is you can get your text messages read to you. I think it's just the programming that Android has since it's an open interface. Like I mentioned earlier, you do have your paddle shifters. Down here, you have all of your connections and a place to rest your cell phone or any device. Really nice. It keeps all the wires out of the way and not all cluttered up here, and it just allows for just a convenient, clean look. Moving down to the shift lever, you do have an electric parking brake now, so you do have to put your foot on the brake and lift it up and it'll put the car in park. And then you also have a brake hold feature. I'm just going to touch on it a little bit. When you're driving around and you come to a complete stop, you can actually take your foot off the brake and it will hold it there. And then this car is also equipped with what's known as hill start assist. When you're stopped at a light and there's an angle there, your car isn't going to roll back as soon as you take your foot off the brake. Once you put your foot on the gas, then you'll be able to move forward. Car also comes equipped with auto dimming rear view mirror. And like I said, it does have your moonroof there. The car also has an Econ button. The Econ button essentially just is a more fuel efficient mode that the car can drive in. It'll put less fuel into the engine as well as limit how high the engine can rev and takes less energy to give you your air conditioning. Speaking of fuel efficiency, this car does get 32 miles per gallon on the highway and 27 in the city for a combined of 29. Now this is the all-wheel drive model, which that makes it okay. One thing I didn't mention is this car, since it does have leather, does have heated seats. One thing I didn't touch on is the price point. This is the absolute highest trim that you can get on the HR-V. It is the all-wheel drive with the leather and the navigation. The LX model, manual transmission, two-wheel drive, comes in at $19,995. Well, I think I pretty much covered as much as I could remember on this car. Overall, it's a sweet ride where you have just ample space, super comfortable, comes equipped with a lot of technology, and it's definitely a lot of premium things for the non-premium budget. So again, this is the all-wheel drive EXL with navigation in the Mulberry Metallic. I hope this review helped you if you are at all shopping for this vehicle. If you have any questions, leave the comments below. I do sell cars here on the Central Coast of California, so if you are in the market, come look me up, hondaofsantamaria.com. Again, thank you for checking out this video. I'll catch you guys on the next one.